Today I'm going to tell you what my little lazy habit is, what we're planning on doing about it, and we'll tell you how many pounds of potatoes we harvested.
All of this was when I got it.
But I do have to say, he is our most avid gardener out of all of our kids. He's our most consistent, most avid, most excited gardener.
I got mustard greens and kale and a cucumber.
Great work! Good job!
Are these Fidos, baby?
You guys okay in there? I'm about to make fly spray because we're getting ready to go milk Alice. I tried a new recipe the other day. It didn't work. So I'm going to do my old recipe. And I want to show you this bag. Space in the camper is at a premium. So I keep my essential oils in this really cool essential oil purse. You're supposed to use it like put your wallet and stuff in, or put your money and stuff in here. And then your essential oils hook inside these little tabs here. But I just throw them all in here. I needed it for this purpose. So isn't this beautiful? My friend actually makes these. It's called So Grown. So like usually you would have your money, little pocket, cards, and then your oils are in these rings, and then you carry this like a clutch. They also have like purses and different things like that, but for me this is a space saver in my camper, and it's beautiful. And what I mean by space saver is like I can just hang this up like this, so I don't have to have a space, you know, for all these oils. It's really nice. They have all different styles and colors and lengths of straps and just beautiful things that they hand make at their house. So I'm gonna link that below for you guys, just because I really love this bag. I think it's really beautiful. It's high quality, and I love this company because I love my friend. So, but I wouldn't be promoting it if I didn't believe in it. I really like it. Here's the thing about the fly spray I make. You do have to apply it more than once a day, but it does work. So I will link the fly spray recipe also below this video. Oh, the reason I was trying a new recipe is because I was trying like a pre-mixed blend from doTERRA to see if I could use that on my cow, because it would just be easier to already have it all mixed up. But most of the oils in it weren't ones that I used, but I thought, hey, I mean, it works on me. This blend works on my skin, but when I tried it on my cow, I didn't really see a great, I mean, I saw the flies just come right back immediately. For now, I'm going to stick with my fly spray recipe. Just a little more work.
Wilder and I were just checking breakfast at the house. I guess we might as well use that oven in the house while we have it, to not heat up the camper too much, because it gets hot in the camper by midday.
Walk to the bar.
Get up.
She does not like this game. Come here. Everybody poops in peace. It's so dark in here. Let me open the
Mama's talking to her baby. You like having her close by, don't you?
She faster than you?
Just running into the bucket.
Oh, she just kicked at you.
My dark secret is that I'm not a morning person, and I've slept in far too many times while we've been running this homestead. That might not seem like a big deal, but Bree's gonna have to explain how hard it is. For the majority of our life homesteading, I've slept in. and it's just been terrible for Brianna. And I tend to be a night person anyway. I have a hard time waking up in the morning. It's had a detrimental impact on our homestead, but more on our relationship and on our marriage.
We're getting deep today, honey. Deep.
I'm gonna get 3 gallons.
And why is it a secret? Well, I mean, it's not like it's deliberately been a secret. I think I've probably mentioned that I'm not a morning person on the vlog, but guys, we can film videos whatever time we want, and we don't have to tell you what time it is. And often, our mornings start very late, and honestly, it's usually my fault.
Because he doesn't wake up in time.
The way that we practice YouTube editing has honestly just exacerbated that, because I do great staying up late, and so I always edit our vlogs late, and that's been a goal to change that all along.
It's actually really nice because she'll let the milk down.
The calf is just nursing right along us while we're milking.
And just blocking
Oh, let's do it the whole way. The calf is really cute and it's faster than anyone in the family, and bye-bye.
This is like a
Back
sweet
to
moment.
milking.
These are the sweetest moments of my life right now.
Wow.
Most of my kids are in the barn with me, you're with me, and the calf is nursing. It's like we're just one big family. This is so sweet. How much you think? Are you getting big enough to get a whole quarter?
You're a sweet little calf.
Oh,
You're a sweet thing.
milk and with one thing.
He has.
This is family milking. Are you milking, Brighton?
Yeah.
There's 4 of us milking a cow right now. We've never done it like this.
1, 2, 3.
We do. We have 2 gallons already.
There's 4 of us in here.
At least
5
2 gallons,
of us
including all this
in here.
fluffy stuff. I'm still waiting on my new buckets to come.
Let me down.
I have a big filter, but I'm trying to figure out how to store it right now, because I think what I'm going to do is wash it and keep it in a Tupperware on the shelf.
That's 2.5 gallons. We're gonna go down and finish milking. She's got her grain after giving 2.5 gallons standing perfectly still.
The really great thing about running a farm is that you really can run it on your own schedule, but the problem is that when you're also running a farm and also homeschooling and also running a family and also running a YouTube channel and also working, I mean, it's just everything adds up. So you really do need to start your day like super early. At least we do. We need to start our day super early. What has been happening for years is I get up super early. See, that's one of the problems is I'm a morning person and not a night person, and so I have a really hard time staying up past 10. Basically, it's really challenging for me that Arthur sleeps in because the chores don't get done early enough, which means chores become your work. And chores really aren't your work. They're just kind of what you do to maintain, and your work is what you do to kind of get ahead. It would be really frustrating, and it was the source of a lot of conflict because I just felt like I was carrying a lot of the load.
That's 2 days in a row this camera was baptized at the milking stand. Yesterday was the baptism of earth. Put a link right here. Today is the baptism of water. That means tomorrow is fire? I don't know. Long story short, I had a weakness. We hardwired it into our schedule with editing at night. And it's been very challenging for you. And it's not been good for me either, honestly.
Yeah, because also like when Arthur gets up, he needs like an hour, which is fine.
And then when I get up on time, it means I didn't get enough sleep.
Yeah, which is hard for you.
So it just leaves us kind of off kilter all the time.
Yeah. Sleep is such a lovely and important part of life.
I'm gonna hold this calf and spray her. She doesn't like this, so she's gonna run off of me if I don't spray her. And I'm getting under her umbilical. It's really good because the flies can actually get in there, and you can have like maggots that get into the umbilicus area. But so far so good. She's actually has no maggots on her or anything. We're just watching that closely. That can actually kill a calf born this time of the year because there's so many flies now versus earlier in the year, the ideal time to calve. There you go. Get out of here. Alright, off to happy grazing all day long. And all night, actually. 2.5 pounds of feed for these pigs. They'll get that this evening too. Look at how much they've rooted up here in a week. They're just super destructive or hardworking, depending on how you look at it. Alright, how's it going? How much have we gotten so far?
I feel in over my head. If we were at a house, I would not feel in over my head, but I do. 1, 2, 3.
That's 4.5 gallons. We still have a little cleanup to do. It's 9:44. The pigs are fed. The chickens are fed. So how are we doing on time this morning?
I mean, better time than we've ever made as far as like what time of day it is. We're done with all of our chores. Breakfast is about to be eaten, or some people have already eaten breakfast. And it's 9:45.
Yep.
And this took forever, so I know this is gonna get quicker. I'm gonna work on my system today.
I've been waiting for this day, even though I like it get better cold. Here's the fresh raw milk. So good. And personally, I like it so much better than the milk that our goats have been giving.
There really is nothing like raw Jersey milk. And this is the hind milk. This is what we milked last, so it's extra creamy.
What you making?
Chocolate milk. It's not, this is not a junk food the way that we make it. This is raw milk, maple syrup, and cocoa. And I'm gonna get some better cocoa so that it really is like a superfood.
We're doing a run and gun breakfast. It is sausage balls from our meat and chocolate milk. I made the sausage balls. The point of this is to be quick, get everyone's bellies filled. That'll last through noon and get us on to the next thing we gotta do.
I think this should be brunch.
How's that chocolate milk, Wilder?
I'm good.
I'm good. Yeah, it's good. Today I'm working on harvesting potatoes, and we're actually harvesting every single potato. Hopefully today. I've got these 2 partial rows here that were supposed to be our summer potatoes, but we're just taking them out because the plants are dying down. And then these storage potatoes here, it's 4 about 30-foot rows that we're gonna dig up. We're gonna dig them up now. We have sometimes in the past waited too long and they start to get like pits in them and some of them would rot in the ground. And it's been a wet summer. We don't want that to happen. They're all coming out today. We're about done with these 2 rows. Not impressive, the harvest we got. We're gonna move up to these 4 rows next. And guys, it is hot out here. It's not like I don't work hard. It's just when do I work? This temperature, it's 1 o'clock, is unreal for us in North Carolina. It's not that hot. It's in the 80s.
It's upper 80s.
We might be.
Humid is the thing.
It's
humid.
so humid. I'm just pouring sweat, which I generally don't sweat that much.
You can see this needed to be done. These are starting to rot from all the rain. The plants are dying, so it makes me happy that we're getting these up before they all go bad.
This is how much we've gotten so far. Most of a wheelbarrow load. And we've still got 2 rows to go. This one right here and this one right here. And we'll see how this comes out. Okay, we're done with that quarter of this upper section. And now we've got 1 more, just a quarter of this upper section to go.
How many pounds do you think we've done?
I don't know, we'll find out in a little while.
150 maybe. You done? What are you gonna do for your free time?
Play at the creek.
All right, have fun. I wanna go to the creek. Let me go to the creek.
All right, it's 1:30. How are we doing?
So good. It's 1:30. Wait a second, just put that where my potatoes are. I feel like we've had a really good day. Baby's napping, kids are having some free time, well deserved.
Well, we've gotten more done today than any day in the past months. By 1:30.
By 1:30, yeah.
And even though it's hard work, I think it's much less frustrating for everyone involved, especially Brianna. And I think that's one of the principles of relationship, that you have to like have an equal partnership in marriage, at least, for it to work. And it doesn't have to be equal, like the same. And that doesn't mean that one can't go out of the way for the other, and a husband can't like step up and make things happen and stuff. Or it doesn't mean that one person can't be weak, but it means that the consistent relationship needs to be two people working together. And it has been that for us a lot,
Yeah.
and more recently, but on this one thing, this one point, and that is what time I get up and time I stay up till.
Yeah, it's been hard.
It's been really hard, I know, for you.
Well, it's not just what time you get up, it's what time you stay up till, because then in the evenings, I would like to spend time with you and have downtime. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But you are editing.
It's not all just Arthur's lazy, because
You're not lazy.
here's the deal.
You're tired, but we just need to switch it around.
Yeah, the deal is that I have been working hard late at night. But then, because all my evenings are full, I have no scheduled downtime. And then,
Yeah.
so I feel entitled to like take downtime from like 9 to 10 in the morning.
Or 11.
Because I'm exhausted.
Yeah. I think ultimately, if you and I are on the same schedule
Yeah.
with sleep and waking and sleeping, it will be a lot better for everyone.
Thanks to the viewer who sent us this camera tripod here. We're just mounting our camera right on top of that. Works pretty good. Anna, you could have come to the dark side. You could have come to my side, but
No.
it's a better schedule for our farm, for our kids,
Our kids.
and for a good sleep schedule, like for health. To me, that's the biggest thing. We've got those potatoes dug up.
Hallelujah. So I'm gonna go jump in the creek.
We're gonna pick these potatoes up and put that wheelbarrow in the shade and jump in the creek. Guys, so what's the solution to all this? And why isn't Bree angry about it? Because she's really very gracious and nice.
Sometimes I'm angry.
But you're positive about it. It's like this is like the 50th time that I've said, okay, I'm gonna do better about this. I'm gonna get up in the morning. What am I gonna do about it? I'm gonna just strictly switch to daytime editing. I'm not gonna edit at night. If I don't edit in the day, I'm not gonna edit. I'm also committing to going to bed on time and getting up on time, getting up at 6 every morning. Maybe earlier someday, but 6 is a good start. And then we can get out milking by 7, hopefully get milking done close to 9, and breakfast and stuff. Chores and breakfast done by 9, that's our goal. And then why isn't she angry about it? I think it's because we've made a lot of progress in our relationship in other ways in the past year. I think that's why you're not.
Years,
But year especially. So.
I've already been bitter in my marriage, and I don't really want to go back there. It just poisons everything.
Let's get out of the sun.
Let's go get in the creek.
I'm gonna wheel the wheelbarrow. Later this afternoon, we're gonna weigh these potatoes. We'll tell you how many pounds we got. I think this is the most we've ever gotten.
Just got back from town. It was quite the trip. I got, I don't even know, 15 cases of jars. Some of those are milk jars because we needed a significant number more. Some are for fermenting, and then I'm trying to build up my stash for if I do can anything. I'm hoping to can tomatoes, but that's the only thing. I'm going to freeze and maybe ferment if I can get the hang of it. everything else. Right now I'm making bruschetta for dinner. Garden tomatoes, garden onions, garden basil, some salt, and some olive oil. And then we're gonna have fried ham steaks and green beans from the garden. With bruschetta, you toast little pieces of bread and then put olive oil and garlic on it. You just put the tomatoes on top. So good. It's like the Italian version of chips and salsa.
Okay, time to weigh these potatoes. Okay, it's time to weigh the potatoes. If I was guessing, I'm gonna guess somewhere in the range of 175 to 225, in that range. It's definitely more than we've ever grown before, but we were a little disappointed with the amount of row linear feet that we planted with how much we got. And we pretty much know why it is. It comes down to soil prep and then not hilling them effectively enough. So they weren't growing to a great depth. They were mostly in the surface area. So hopefully next year we'll do better, but we got a beautiful crop of potatoes. Okay, let's see how much I weigh. All right, potatoes, let's see how much we weigh. Arithmetic, and that is, thank you, 48 pounds. Don't drop them, don't drop them.
You got some big ones.
There you go. We can't drop them because it hurts them if you drop them. Arithmetic, that's 50 pounds. How many pounds do you think we're gonna get?
Oh, my original guess was 250, but now that you've weighed some, I would say at least 300.
Arithmetic, that's 51 pounds. Okay, are you ready? 200 pounds. I'm pretty happy with that. It's not as much as it could have been, but it's a lot of potatoes, and it takes us a long time to eat 200 pounds of potatoes. This is the next step in preserving them so they'll last as long as possible into the winter. We're laying them out, letting them dry for a few days before we put them into a cooler location. All right, let's go tell Bree. I found her glasses. She left them in the barn, so let's just see what she said. All right, you ready? 200 pounds.
I can't be right.
That's right. I was the one who measured it.
I know I should be excited. I just am a
let's
little
try that
disappointed.
I want you to say, yeehaw!
Okay.
All right, you ready? 200 pounds.
Woohoo!
All right, one more time.
No, I'm not doing any fake
I want to put them all in. 200 pounds.
Yay!
Alrighty.
Daddy, stand up
Can we get a thumbs up?
I thought it was more in the wheelbarrow. I was thinking 250 in the wheelbarrow, but I am disappointed with our potato harvest. I mean, I'm just gonna be real. We could have done better.
The amount of feet we planted, we should have gotten more.
I think double that. I think we should have gotten 500 pounds.
We pretty much know why though.
Yeah, I think so, which is good. It's good whenever your garden or your animals or whatever aren't producing the way that you are expecting. It's wonderful when you know why. It kind of makes me feel like we're on the next level when we actually know why things are happening, not just that they are happening. So that's good.
What a wonderful meal. Look at that.
Everything is from our land except the bread, obviously. The bread is from the store. Homegrown meals are very simple, but you cannot beat the deliciousness of them.
Thanks for joining us, guys. It's been another great day in the homestead, and we will see you tomorrow.
Videos.
Goodbye.